You see
Is that actually right?
okay,
Fnatic on defense, Liquid on. Dude, they stole the pistol that we just watched. They stole the Vitality pistol. This is the exact same. We just saw this pistol.
In opening duels, maybe here he'll be the last man to fall. First one will be Chronicle. He's already lost his duel as a crunch comes in.
Oh, dude, the call here, the mid-rounding to go back after hearing the TP and flash swing was pretty awesome. Camo's in a good position to snowball, make sure he gets the orb on this one, gets his ult.
Yeah, it seemed like Fnatic had a good
Yeah,
read on
I mean, this is Liquid just stealing the Vitality pistol straight up.
It was the reaction instead from Liquid that comes out
saw the same pistol back to back.
Crashies, the lone American within a sea of EMEA. An awful lot to attempt in this round, of course. Ultimate orbs would be nice.
Hey, that Bacon, they buy 3 into this.
In fact, it is the long-range frenzy of Camo.
Why is this pistol good? It's just fast overwhelm. It's the stim pack frenzy overwhelm showers. That's all it is. You just want to take the fights. You literally, it is a run it down pistol. Like, you're never getting more than one on defense here.
Both actually. Now he's going to be sitting just 3 away from the showstopper coming into the next round. A chance to have that online for
Outlaw.
first full buy. And we know
And everyone can get one shot alpha. Buys the Sheriff into this, that's it. 3-person walk push though, they might actually catch someone off.
Nats sat outside the A site, that same Viper wall that we know him for, the Nats wall.
And they're going so fast on this one. That's an orb though, right? We want the orb for Camo, try snowball. No? Yeah? No?
Making a lot of noise, making it seem like they're going to take it very direct. It all depends on what this man's able to find.
Don't love the fact that Nats lurks with the Outlaw.
One player lurking with such a high-value weapon.
Yeah.
And you consider there's a couple of players with light shields. If it went into enemy hands, that would be a problem. But luckily, the hands it's in are pretty safe. Boaster's done well, though. Jumping out of hookah.
This gets really weird, because I'm pretty sure Nats is about to gift his gun over to Alpha here.
But Alpha is so patient. It's not the prettiest of fights, but
Alpha gets a gun. Insta tap of the spike. That's half. They've been eco, dudes. That's an eco right here. And that is a rough one from Liquid. Dude, no one wanted to fight over towards site. No one wanted to give him the guns. We got the Lark. Having a gun as well. It's not great.
If he had a better weapon, I think he still would have lost that fight. Alpha filling in the space.
Dude, fired up.
Waiting for that rotation.
The coaches are fired up.
But it's the flood in on the B side. It's Boaster with a classic.
Yeah, I don't think Nats can have that gun. I think someone else should have that gun.
Jumping out of hookah that somehow wins a battle versus a rifle. They could have definitely.
Also, if they don't smoke elbow when they go in, do they not have to take elbow?
Of course, this is their map choice. Corrode was probably a huge surprise. And speaking of surprises, Boaster stuck placing his stars in, I would say, a very unorthodox position.
Yeah, unorthodox being used here as a synonym for the word bad. Not sure what was going on there. Free space taken, an easy pickup, and after a phenomenal round jumping out of hookah in the previous, he's had a bit of a blunder here. Still, that weapon.
Oops. Crashies missed his Prowler. He heard me praising his fade.
It's the deep push from Kayak, the quick rotate.
It's weird that the Liquid still head over towards A here, to be honest. They saw the drone, and I don't know if they heard the Prowler, I guess not, but at least with the drone clearing over towards here, you would imagine there's a stack over towards site. Alpha's playing a lot of bold over towards heaven.
I'm looking where Alpha is on the edge of the smoke. It makes me a little
It's a hard retake, to be honest with you.
Any reason to
only 2 guns, flash, nade, molly.
Just like the last round, there's a serious advantage.
Trex is actually watching this.
He's being watched, but this fight is everything. Trex going down, that's one of the guns on the deck, and leaves only the other in the hands of Patatek.
Bro, that kill makes this the easiest retake. I take it all back.
But instead, all of the showers are going to be cleared out. they'll know roughly where they are and start to deal with them easily.
I like the idea to go a little bit more aggressive, go in for the disruptive play with the classics, but they've lost the fights. Now it makes it much easier to deal with. Kiko finding window, Fnatic on another, a flash primed already, but up close is Alpha here, dealing with the second as well.
Very nice
it's
from Alpha.
Good recovery on what would have been a horrible
Yeah, if this kill here is anything different, that's an easy round for Liquid.
You can see it. Both of these rounds have had, well, definitely the last one had a lot of fight, but this had a bit of fight to it considering the weaknesses for the side of Liquid.
Oh boy, what's going on here then?
The main thing was that fight being fought.
Didn't even use the pen this time.
First kill is a high impact one. It put a lot of doubts in the mind of Liquid and more importantly, lost them the gun, but they will now come back with a buy of their own. Of course, with all those additional credits, that means that Kayak
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Very early on in this game.
And Patty, goodbye.
Showstopper from Camo being
So
used in the previous.
We've got 2 and 3 that come by next.
They had a chance.
Sorry, that's a lie. 2 and
even
4.
One more rifle there. It could have been a completely different game. The lead for them and the economy in the bin, but Fnatic, they bounce back into it. This is their chance. The advantage of the operator. The spam from Patty, though. Boaster, I'll blame you for last round going down, but this one I can't
yeah,
fault for.
Patty Tech is wrecking Boaster. That's twice now. It's twice for opening kill.
Astra in play. It's that global utility. You can see where the stars were placed with supportive utility set up to try and help out Kayak if he needed to escape. That's gone. Instead, the Seekers are going to be used in towards that B site. It's whether or not they push off of it. They may now.
Yeah, but we see how this ended last time. Are they going to take some space this time?
He has no way out through spawn. Couldn't cross
the
one
site, pass and send it to elbow. 2 passes now. Okay, much better.
Of a late play coming up from short. A lot of space here for Liquid. They're fighting into elbow. They're keeping these players back. Here comes Kayak to help out. Now they can try this 2-pronged approach, and the operator's going to find it very hard to find value in.
Green
and as
box.
you're highlighting, Tom,
Flush
that lurk that they were worried about, well, it is coming in late, very late, in fact, but that is the perfect recipe for Fnatic's disaster. But Nats is being caught. Alpha checked his back. Low HP on the
big jaws, man, big jaws. Camo
did
good. Atty did really good as well to get one on site here. I was a little worried for him.
At least very careful in that late round position, but it means that they weren't focused enough.
So what did Liquid? Sorry, what did Fnatic do? Should be a low buy.
In the end, and yeah, that opening pick is just nasty. Fnatic looking good in these opening rounds. Currently 7-2 on the board. But we have to set some expectations. Obviously, from what we've seen so far. Last week, it was a very dominant attack side coming out from Liquid. And the same could be said for Fnatic in their game versus Na'Vi. Even though the game went incredibly close, it was their attack. So if they can pull out a decent defensive half, there's definitely still a lot of potential. And we know this squad, especially now they brought the Teo in, as those post-plant kings. So I think this is definitely going to be a map of attack side halves.
Without a doubt, up he goes. Camo's got an angle on top of the site.
Chronicle kills him, right?
Crashy's down, and well, he gets a little surprise of a few bullets to the abdomen, but...
Yeah, that's a Chronicle classic. That's a rifle. Just remember that.
And now it is literally...
Now it appeared, just as I...
Post-plant for Team Liquid. We talked about how strong Fnatic used to be in these as well. Now it's Liquid's turn to show us what they can do.
Supposed to get a smoke coming back?
This is where Nats just farms, though. You put him in this position with a sniper.
Dude, Nats does love an outlaw. It kind of cost him in the round before, but...
Nice. Wonderful. Cheers for that one, Nats. You would have hit that every other time, I'm certain. Diffuse going to be tapped, but the time is already gone. Not any hope for anything other than damage. And for Alpha, finding a gun or something would be
very nice on this.
He'll just find his demise. Liquid.
Okay, important buy rounds. A lot of ults for Fnatic. 1
this is where things will get
away for Kiko, so maybe fight for an AWP.
Yeah, that was a great call, Tom. Nats farms here, an immediate famine strikes, but the rest of the squad able to clean it up and get out with those 3 weapons. The teleporter helping them to quickly put distance between them and the volatile spike. 3-2. Team Liquid's lead after the pistol round back in their hands finally. But for Fnatic,
Okay.
They're coming up against
They won the showers orb. 3-person swing. Stimpack goes out.
Off rip at the start of the round.
Spike's taking contact. Guys.
Get one relatively easily as the attackers. A chance to play for this TP, but in goes Kayak! It's a double! The nade in there for security to open the door early, and that has caught them right off guard.
Ah, yeah, you said one of those comes easy, but it seems like Fnatic had other ideas. Kiko's still been a menace. And Nats is still standing. They're going to look to swing this one together. Crashies will be traded out. Actually, Nats
hold up.
His old teammate biting the dust.
Dude, Liquid would probably get away with a freebie if they managed to win this. It makes no sense for Camo not to go into a trap play here. Like, at least he can satchel out. Sending the Gecko in with a spike just doesn't make sense.
Boaster's actually sneaking his way back into Lamps. Now, they might expect this to be a little bit more clear. Timing for Fnatic is going to be everything.
That's nuts, man. Patty keeps owning Boaster. The big 1v1 is also a huge ult.
And with his ultimate online, there's not a whole lot of places you can stand.
At least bought a moment there. Nats spotted too.
Definitely take the TP if he wants it.
Nats is looking for the kill. There goes the next tap, and he's already outside of that ultimate range. Plank comes in, but Alpha knows
very nice from Alpha. Knew he had locked him in. Ulted to the right, knew that he could only be in this little area. It's very smart from him.
I thought that could have been disastrous.
Very
it
smart.
Seems like in so many of these rounds, Fnatic has Boaster's number. Sometimes
Janhoy Raid, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. Hope the stream was good. Thank you for that.
With
Yeah, it's a rough run from Liquid, man. I don't get why the Gecko is so low sending it like this. Especially as it felt like they knew it was a trap play as well.
Just basically forming an angle that Nats had to sit in, like using the drone initially.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 on each. They come by next. This is the rounds where everyone's going to start using their ults.
He can sit within the pit, and the second he plants, Alpha realizes, well, I've already boxed off everywhere else. He has to be sitting here. Smart stuff. That will be.
Okay, insta ult, something that we didn't see from Vitality.
A close round, though.
And there's a little sliver for him to hide in the whole time, so he keeps this up.
They can invest a lot.
Everyone takes the high ground against the fish ult, makes a lot of sense. Does he raise ult here? Oi, look at that decision making. That was huge from Camo. The great nade from him as well.
It's an explosive start for Team Liquid, but they've lost Nats. Camo low with the decay.
How's he still alive?
Will slowly creep back up, but these players, they're gonna have to go back and grab that spike. Even a quick TP off the cards, and Fnatic have fully rotated in. Oh, the thing is, that pit was there. They know that Chronicle's likely around Lamps. The thing is, he doesn't really have the weapon to go challenging them with the judge in hand, but if they come in and challenge him, it seems like Fnatic's toying with the idea of this could be a disaster.
Yeah, the judge might farm him.
Is if Liquid TP. That's the one sort of thing that's actually saving them. It's the other side of the map. Well, okay, the challenge
16 HP, can't heal himself.
Damage coming through. Kiko swings and brings it back into a 2v2, and Camo adds another to the death toll. Now he has a chance at a showstopper, but hitting this will not be easy. Boaster even risking.
Boaster's giving it.
Baiting him into firing that rocket, and it won't land a single.
Oh my goodness. The head-to-head between Patty and Boaster is insanely stacked right now. It's mental. I think it's a 4-0.
He's just got one up.
Feels like half of Patty's kills are on Boaster.
New kid would be proud of that one.
Without a doubt. Wouldn't be able to show his player cam afterwards, though. That was a really nice reaction. Realizing that he was in danger, Camo insta blast packs, dodges the rocket, takes down the Rocketeer.
Okay, that was the big round though. That was the big round. Got a lot of ults out of them. Dude, this the Camo instant decision to satchel forward against the Razor was so nice to watch.
Yeah.
The credits are low.
That was cool, man.
Oh, it's the Polish contingency.
A lot of cool stuff going on.
Side that has been taken over this one so far. Camo and Fnatic have been on fire. Kayak having a moment or two, but I think there's definitely more.
Seekers, all of them go over towards here. Yeah, it's very nice.
None of them going back in the other direction. That's immediate alarm bells, even though you don't get the information on every.
I mean, majority of the time they would go through here anyway, right?
Liquid to make an educated guess. They're still being careful. Tiger going to the back of site. Little bro being sent out to make sure nobody can die while planting.
It worries me how far back they're playing against an Astra ult. I'm not saying that an Astra ult will get used in an eco, but
it should be very easy.
Definitely a little scary.
obvious at this
They're
point.
so focused on not giving them guns on these ecos, you can see.
If that's the only loss Team Liquid leave here with, this is going to be a hugely
They have
successful
mollies, yeah,
round,
but you can't hear the tap if they don't have anyone playing in front.
An easy cleanup to close out this round here and put Team Liquid.
This is really good for the money, 3K.
2-round gap between these teams now. The attack side certainly looking to have their hands firmly wrapped around the reins early on.
This is a... It's going to be an early pause as well. Well, actually not
The
bad.
Boaster
5-3,
Patty
there's been a
head-to-head,
back
it's
and forth, and now
5-0.
Liquid seems to be coming
Yeah,
out
it
on
felt
top
like a
of-
lot.
I think that's one of the fun
It actually
things
is
with
half of
this
his
series
kills,
is
right?
that
Unless you got another one
a lot
here,
of
which
the
you
time
might
when
have.
you look at teams that are yet to lose, especially going into the last couple of weeks, you'll sit there and go, okay,
Based
they've
on your
just
VOD
been
channel,
better
you've
than
watched
everybody else by a
886
considerable
maps of
margin,
Valorant
but you go
last
back
year.
to the
Last year.
prior weeks
Is that
and,
more or less than you
Liquid losing a
expected?
map to Apex and
886.
already obviously out of there.
So what's that?
A very
Averaging
close game from
averaging
Fnatic last week as well. It
2 to
feels like
3
both of
maps
these teams can bleed,
a day?
but at the same time, I think
That's
it's very
about
tricky
expected,
to talk
right?
about who comes in as favourites. I think maybe based on just having the roster together for slightly longer, I'd go the way of Fnatic and of course their current international escapades. But I will say that makes me very excited for Liquid in the sense
Rookie
of
numbers, yeah, man, for sure.
won't be anywhere near the peak
Veggie,
of
thank
what
you
he
so much
could
for the
be in
tier
this
1, man.
team.
Appreciate the 18
If
months.
they get him there,
Thank you for sending that as well.
they could be a contender going into champs. Like genuinely, this guy is incredibly good.
Do tier 1 coaches watch as many games? Mate, I hope not. Should be focusing on their own team. Unless you include Prax, then maybe. A lot of the time when you're in a team, you don't really watch too many people's VODs apart from
You do have to say that Valen is
you
having
watch
to carry baby.
people you're playing against, people that run your same comp, people if you're struggling on a map and you want to copy something, and then if you have a lot of time, like the innovators, try and steal some stuff. And then if you got a lot of time, then you can try steal a lot of micro stuff.
He's
But
taken down that high-performing IGL.
the 4th and the 5th are kind of luxury.
Will be the opener that should make things that little bit tougher, getting rid of that Viper screen, which a lot of the time will put opponents into disarray.
2-round gap. Nat's down already. We talked
Heretics?
about
No, the Heretics boys watch a lot,
He's lost
to be
his
fair.
life, but so is Chronicle. Down goes that screen. Only
Oi, bro, how's he winning
They have
these?
flooded firmly through short. Camo with another. Boaster toying with the idea of swinging wide, and he'll get the kill. He's taking Camo down.
Yeah, and
That's
Boaster
put the
might be on
numbers
for
back
something because
to
Paddy Tech's
even
pretty far away.
Stevenson.
And we got an Astra ult.
Cosmic Divide potentially to come in here, block out that short player. Although and there it is, but Patatek.
Yeah, not going to be able to hear the tap of this. They got double mollies. Kiko plays in front so we can hear the tap. Or you don't want to be mollying there, surely.
The molly used here to contain
Yeah, I
that
think the
space.
molly should have gone
They now know
elsewhere.
there's no one coming behind them and decide to
Trex
fight
went
forward.
through.
Trex went on his own.
Trex went through with the wingman so he knew where to pre-fire.
But it's fragmented. It's individual duels that are
Boaster's
searching
going
for it.
through.
So far back
Oh
and
my
forth.
goodness,
Oh,
okay,
what
it's a
does
mad
it
one.
say?
It's an absolute mad one, but
Fnatic
somehow
winning that one out,
Fnatic
but
have won it.
You have to think the Team Liquid, they gave a few opportunities there. Oh, that looked chaotic.
Patty got him again.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
dude, the
very,
head-to-head is
very
absolutely
scrappy.
savage here.
A back and forth early on, which seems to be a story of
Kiko
a
kind
lot
of panics,
these
in my
rounds, but
opinion.
yeah, I
He
guess
shouldn't be
with
putting his molly
having
here.
that molly initially put through, they went, well, the surprise factor here would be if we go through as well.
Yeah, I
They
don't know
used
what the
other
comms
molly
were
to make
like.
sure they couldn't get flanked, but I do agree. If you have both of those
They
online on the spike, I feel like
eco-
there was very little that Fnatic would be able to do.
I'll tell you what, our third-person observer, Jack Igo's looking at that. He'll have some notes for the Sky player.
Wait, they're really
If he
struggling
just
with this
started
buy. What's
singing
going on?
Maroon 5
Okay.
And pop that flash through,
No
it
double
would've been a
satchel,
completely
no...
different
Oh
game.
man, they're actually missing quite a bit.
He'll do that in post.
No double
He always
satchel.
does.
5 to 4.
1, 2, 3 can't buy
could
next,
still
and then every single person
hold on to
apart
the
from
lead, but
Crashies
more
can't buy
importantly, they
next. So
Still hold on to the
7 people.
economy.
It's a big
At
swing
least
round.
for this round. There's a few pieces missing for Fnatic, although at times those Guardians have never really been a vulnerability. And this mid-fight has been so interesting. We've seen it from Kayak, we've now seen it from Alpha. It's almost
Dude,
just
the attack
disrespect
op.
on the
The
swing.
attack op against a
Trex is
Viper
gone,
comp.
and more importantly,
Not
so
sure you're
is
going to get much
Frax.
success.
Yeah, that's a
I
big
love the
blow
attack
down
up
to
against the
Team
Viperless
Liquid. This
comp
could've
though. I
come
think
with
that's
a lot of
legit.
space for free. Instead, they'll have to brawl for it.
Sonya, not a
B-side
chance,
is the
dude.
decision, but the
I reckon
rotates
that's probably
come in. The man
accurate.
who took the opening duel on A short, not
I
that
read that
long
one though,
ago,
if that counts.
is now embedded on this B site and ready for a fight. Alphier, Boaster, And Crashy's standing by as the
well, good luck, mate.
comes in. They definitely know where Alpha is. They saw those salvos go out, but it's
I mean, what's he meant to do? I'm not sure what the plan was there.
30 seconds on the clock.
Didn't feel great. I think you guys have to just save it.
Liquid are running out of options,
Save it, accept it.
with an op for this.
Fnatic will take the money.
Push into a
They probably won't
side
hunt.
out of Hookah, you're never going to go for it.
That's unfortunate truth, but the best case for them here is to just hold on to the weaponry. And after the pause was called by Fnatic, it has been a couple of rounds in a row. Although what I'll say is a lot of what it feels from Fnatic is just being that little bit more boisterous. Just like not showing that same sort of respect to Liquid that we've seen them give.
Is it not just based off teams, Sonya? I guess upsets as well. Upsets always get a lot of views.
And that has definitely worked out for them thus far. Yeah, it has, without a doubt. Listen, don't let those stats fool you. Opening duels, it says, but if we talk about the usual first kills to first deaths, Alpha was 7-7. He was even last week coming out of it.
Bobby, I can go in the annats to work.
Involved in those early fights, and we saw that in this round. There was no utility. There was no setup. There was just Alpha with a gun and sheer willpower, and he got them that opening duel, which was one of 2 picks in the entire round.
Okay, straightforward set strat. Molly goes over towards long. Fish ult. Dog into fish ult. I mean, Nats isn't joining the team, so I guess we aren't sending this.
Be looking to try and pick up the pace. Crashies did get caught by the Tiger, and well, more importantly, has been caught by Camo.
Dude, what is this? Everyone's just smoke dueling.
That has been happening almost every single round of this game. No one able to get a solid foothold.
Dude, Patty is
once again, that Armageddon will be used
out in the open, but dude, he's winning so many duels. Bro is 14-4.
Well, he had no choice. If he went back, he would have been killed by the Armageddon.
Nice shot.
Isolated him, but now they've been taken down one by one. Fnatic, they thought they had the right play there, but again, Patatex bailed them out, got them that side control. And it's been a bit of a menace for Boaster. He's been hit through that smoke so many times now. That can't feel good.
Yeah, it's been a crazy performance again. It feels like the Patatek and Camo show. Sure, Kiko joined them to sort of close that one out, but in terms of those entries, in terms of the space being taken, it has been sublime.
Okay, another fast straps feeling like.
I will say it definitely hasn't been the reason for his impact thus far.
And they just give him a free Seekers here.
Already.
Free Seekers. Seekers can get popped. They kind of know where you want to put this all.
He'll go pushing through, looking to try
and find no Seekers over towards here. Can pop this over towards Heaven. What do they got for the retake? Not too much. Alpha's here very early. Okay, they know there's 2 behind. 2 went here.
They've spotted Alpha. The Cabbages have found him. The wraparound
didn't see Boaster.
The thing is, though, they saw a player. They don't know that player is still in that position. So they are looking right now for someone being around here, going for that sneaky flank. And Kiko, he's turned away at just the wrong
Kiko got
moment.
absolutely owned on this.
It's a freebie for Boaster. Chronicles picked up Camo with a stinger in hand. They now think that Boaster's the one flanking. Alpha shows his hand and has a chance to divide this push.
Where are we, man?
Dude,
how is Nuts won this round as he walked past everyone?
As the clock runs dry, the round is already done.
I don't even know how Nuts has managed to do this.
He disrupted them completely.
This will be something that
just actual ninja
will do until the end of time. Put his Viper Wall down, make plays around it, and just cause confusion for the opposing side. It is still a close half at the end of the day, though, and now Fnatic will head into the attack after the break.
Even Kayak's like, wait, what has just happened? How? Use the smoke against him. Okay. It was a fun first half, though. Dude, Patty Tech was just on one, I will say that much. Is 7 good with this comp? Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, in my opinion, kind of expected. They just need to make sure, like, this comp can be good on defense as long as they're proactive. They gotta be proactive. Otherwise, if they just sit there, they're gonna get wrecked. What comp would I run on Bind if I was the Gen G coach? Maybe just normal with a Vice. Just put Foxy9 on Vice. Could work alright for them. Foxy9's such a lunatic though. He's a lunatic on Bind. Bring back the Cypher. I mean, you would always play a Viper, obviously. I'm just trying to work out what you play Foxy9 on. Everything else is pretty obvious, but... they firmly grabbed control coming out of that. 5 rounds. Imagine Gen G don't make champs. There is a world at the moment. It's unlikely, but
I think both these teams have showed their sort of prowess.
I mean, the fact that they can get, the fact that they might come 4th in their group is insane.
100% of their 30
Start in the lower bracket. Pacific really is insane at the moment. It really is. It's so sick to watch.
We think back to Bind, even all the way back to early Fnatic. They have always been the ratty post-bar kings.
Yeah, and as you said, starting out this map,
DRX, yeah. This is the first time I'm actually believing in DRX as well. That'd be nice.
Whichever way you want to look at it. This is only going to add.
Does Vitality have a chance?
Well, I was going to start naming with everybody.
Technically, yeah.
They have in play. This entire composition.
It's a big week for them next week.
Even if there's 2 players left,
but could own
doesn't
them.
matter what to. You could have a nightmare trying to defuse that spike. For Team Liquid, that will be something that they have to deal with if.
At the moment, it's 1-0 on the pistols. There was an eco after. Dude, it lags so much when I draw. Jesus.
Massive look. This is 3 players stacked up on A. They're not even looking for the information. They're playing backside together, allowing that initial burst of utility to come in, and they will then fight afterwards. I like this approach from Liquid, especially, as we said. Fnatic have a lot of that oppressive utility, not just for post plants.
3 passing, double flash, wait for the smoke, send it.
They have the double initiator that gets in the info, and then they have that double controller. Fnatic have managed to wait a lot of that out, but even just looking at the denial,
yeah, there go the smokes, there goes the send. Crazy trades. Nade to stop plant, but Boaster hears him. Yeah, and that's a freebie. It's a big tunnel vision.
And well, they already heard the teleport used from Kiko. They're going to have a rough idea where he's coming from.
No utility for Fnatic.
Yeah, it's a shame he doesn't have a smoke here.
Rounds, they'll have full belts, and that's where the big problems start to rear their ugly heads. For Kiko, this will be the
he knows Alpha's low.
But he's still got 2 to take down. Alpha on 10 HP, but no information on where these players might be hiding. And in fact, I said no utility. 1 star was refreshing. They just place it down, knowing he'll be looking for a fight.
Okay, 1-1. 1-1 on the pistols.
Even with 10 HP, Alpha's able to win that. I love Liquid's approach. They lose the round, sure. The fights don't even go that well, but using their own poison orb, going inside it, and having a Sky and a Gecko flash out, those players are blind as can be. The only downside is they weren't as deep into the site as Liquid hoped they were.
Oh, maybe it's just a special day.
Wait, what was, dude?
Because
Patty was getting owned by Boaster before this. He caught up a little bit here. Dude, Alpha's going crazy.
He's on a good one now, though.
Yeah, that old Heretics lineup, they were.
Yeah. I like their coach, though.
Yeah, Neil's great. I love Neil. You're out there.
Oh, 7-6. The lead likely to
Double orb default. Dude, this is the classic old 100 Thieves eco.
Just to try and stop taking it. And well, he got there in the
dude,
end,
he's just a Terminator. No one can shoot him.
1 salvo for 2 orb trade.
Got unlimited armor or something. What even is this?
Towards that early Armageddon. And honestly, there's no one else on this side of the map, so he should have that orb.
No, like that approach. You want an orb? I'll give it, yeah. Death, they find their reward. Boaster, yeah, he's not going to take that much of a risk. Backing off. I like this. We're in a 5v3 for Team Liquid. The only way they get a chance back into this is big individual mistakes, big weapons being handed over. And of course, you're seeing the scope on Boaster. It's not an outlaw, as we saw in that first round for Nats, or second round for Nats. If he has it first, we'd have a major problem. It is a Marshall, so even that going into...
Do you think they know he's there?
No way.
They might know he's there.
Nats hit that from afar. I don't like that they're getting this much out of it. Obviously, the main weaponry...
How did Boaster not even get one of these?
Still in their hands.
The spams were so close.
He's going to upgrade very slightly to a Stinger. I'm off of Padatek. He's just going to chill.
sending his final farewell. 7-7. Tied up now. The expected result after Fnatic find that pistol. A bit of damage in this round, sure, but reinvestment definitely possible with those lower investments that they had. I think they've lost, what, a sheriff?
Important rounds.
They probably recovered that.
What does Crashies buy here? Do they really keep it full bonus?
But, all in all, my eye is drawn to this.
He's going to buy something, right?
From that ultimate for Alpha here. He may have gone down.
Buys the heavy armor.
Yeah, he's playing insane. 19-7. Currently a tied game in which,
okay, just drop
they've
this thing.
lost 7 rounds. For now, at least, Liquid. A lot of the information.
What gun is better, Marshall or Stinger? I mean, for Eco's Marshall, for pretty much everything else, Stinger.
Something that would regenerate. You get more bites of the cherry.
Unless you're an absolute savant, which some players are.
He will get the most value out of it. But for Fnatic, they're very happy to be in this slow, passive round. They want to bait out those smokes. They want to make sure that Kiko's not going to have much left to play with. They want to try and remove some of those flashes from the likes of Trex. Make things tougher.
Well, this should make it pretty easy.
They wanted to get that Armageddon. I'm definitely a little bit
Back
nervous
aside,
with Camo, though. If he
push him
takes a
forward.
step back, might lose his life.
Or what are we going
Saw
for?
a deep flash come down here from Paddy. They cleared this space. Rotation can already take place. 3 players towards that A site.
This is big info, though. That
He could obviously be inside.
he's over towards Showers.
Going in. He'll be on his way soon.
Salvo's back of sight, force him into the open, and they would have loved the flash here. That's nice, though. Force him into the fade eye. That's cool. Oi, what a shot. Jesus, he's really on it.
A little more, catching an angle onto Trex. He was looking towards the site, wondering if he could disrupt
Slim
the
Doink,
plan,
thanks so much for the
catch a
prime.
player
Appreciate the 24.
overextending, and, well, it is Kiko that ends up doing that. 2v3.
I mean, if they had a smoke, then maybe I'd be tempted to go for it, but
by Alpha here, though,
you might have to save
a
this.
little bit of additional delay could be enough to cause them problems. Late start going down as well. I think that's enough to deter Liquid for any further attempts. It's a fantastic execution coming out of Fnatic that ends up setting up. And I want to give credit as well to Crashies with the Haunt. While all of that was going on, you're forced to move by the Armageddon. He throws a Haunt into the backline that just reveals someone and they're instantly dead. There's nowhere for them to go. Clever stuff, as always, when it comes to the attack side of Fnatic. And they now reclaim the lead once again.
It is the sort of thing that you'll see.
There you go. Look how easy that is for front.
Yeah, no, it's nice, though.
Easy, yeah, and you'll see this many times in like a ranked game. You throw in a Haunt and they just break it instantly, but it's all about overwhelming them, drawing their attention elsewhere, combining that utility in the chaos to throw your opponents.
What are the others sitting on? 3 people sitting on 3K?
Now, but that round for Fnatic sets them up for success.
And this is something we want to talk about, of course, for anybody who doesn't know, Fnatic winning this matchup will send them to champions. That is job done, although they might like a slightly higher seeding. It's always nice, but these are the players who have made it to those global events the most. Of course, I don't think you're surprised at all with the
it's just
top
all the
4
Fnatic players at the top.
Ex-Fnatic, but Nats is, of course, up there.
I mean, the way the stats, I mean, top 4 Boaster, Alpha, Chronicle, Darker. Then it's all the Heretics, Nats less, and then you can see the rest, right?
That event that everybody is looking to get to, is the goal of every organization. And for these 2 teams, well, I think we would be hard done by if they're not both there. If we're being brutally honest, especially with the points and the chance of like, okay, even though I think it's Fnatic and Heretics who have the most points, are they both not going to make it top 2? And so, the chance of that happening are very slim. So I'd say Liquid are still in a very strong position, but a win here, it's not guaranteed, but it's very close.
If Fnatic win Bind, this is insanely rough for Liquid.
And then seeing less included on the list. He's ours now.
He is. We've stolen him.
We're taking him. They're going to claim John QT. Claim less.
You know, he's technically has been to 1 with an EMEA team.
Oh, do they silently do this? Oh, the silent has some potential. I respect Crashies how on top of that he
There
is.
is a little bit of danger. 2 saved weapons, and that double flash is impossible to dodge. You can only shoot 1 of those
Big
flashes.
swing.
Well,
it's a shame because Camo actually did good. It's just that Alpha did great, just running back and helping his team.
Yeah, that vision does return. And as you can see, it is with deadly consequences for Team Liquid pushing in that little bit late And also the players that were safe from the flash initially, I think at least.
Alpha, no, he's
far enough
looking
back.
good for 30 kills
If I'm
here.
not mistaken, it was Alpha here. It's not the man you want to still have vision. Plus those sunglasses might block a little bit.
Yeah, you want him to be like blind, stunned. Maybe his monitor's disconnected.
With an orbital
maybe
strike just smack bang in the middle of it.
Then you have a chance, especially with how in form he's been, not just this stage, but this map in particular.
I like that. Nats walking up, but observers are ahead of us. Crashy's ahead of Nats. Catching him on the push. Tracks, well, they certainly know that he was here.
30 seconds
He's
left.
the man that threw in the flash, threw in the dizzy. He'll get a freebie. Alpha here
Yeah,
was
but
wrong.
I mean,
Didn't
that's
need to be a
an
headshot,
extra step
but
to their
as
all.
always, Fnatic have that second layer with Chronicle further back. 9-7 now. 2-round gap, and the attack side undefeated so far. This is where that should change, and this is certainly where that has to change. Keep in mind, this is Liquid's map pick. They're now 0-4 on their defensive
I mean, this is
side.
it. This is the round.
Rifles are about to come out.
Yeah, this is a pretty scary position to be in.
It's
Of
a
course, this was
must-win.
sort of your
It's a
hope,
must-win, and
especially after such a
sorry,
solid
Fnatic can actually
performance
just
when they play versus
have
Koi,
3
but
losses in a row, basically.
Fnatic take this one, heading into a set.
Maybe if they're buying heavy
And a
armor too.
close victory versus Apex, but this has been a
Where's the
match that
timeout? It was
sure
after
Fnatic
that,
could have had losses on, but
2 rounds ago, basically.
definitely looked very good.
They did it for the eco
in their general
before the round we
sense.
just saw.
And with Alpha performing on this map, him going into the next one on Chamber, I'd be terrified.
I mean, my hope here is that we get to a map 3, whatever the case. I want to see
Yeah.
that corrode from both of these
Yeah,
teams.
and the
Also
corrode would be
revealed
nice.
from Fnatic. We don't know what they're playing yet.
I can share what Scott told me around the water cooler before the game. He said that he's very confident they've got the map figured out.
Okay.
That makes me excited. But
If they've
see
got
if
it
we get
figured out
there.
this early on, I'll be surprised. I feel like
Milan and Scott, you'd be surprised.
I feel like maps always end up changing massively. Look what we have on Haven right now.
No, I just didn't think you were a doubter like that. That's kind of
I'm a hater of anything.
well, that'll be clipped and shipped to them.
That's
I'll
fine.
make sure of that.
We're all the same height, so I think it's an even fight.
Yes, without a doubt. I reckon you could take Milan.
Oh,
Okay,
here we
big
go.
flash over toward
Hawk
big
being run
sky
late
flash
once
over
again.
towards long, hit nothing.
Camo.
And yet they're still rotating a little bit.
Player really left to defend this, but his goal is to hold on to the
I mean,
showers,
Camo's got to
make
do so much here.
things tougher. But he's been forced out.
Big nade. They got a lot of delay on this plant. It's going to get to like 10-second tap of the spike. Big nades, man. Oh, he got a double. This is still kind of fine for the plant. Right?
Once again, and the swing
Oh.
out from Kiko with a
Oi.
flash alongside it. Both of them.
This was a bit of a classic Fnatic. They just took too long, and then Liquid didn't use too much util.
From the individuals on the Liquid side, and even when they were pressed and pushed, they still got the job done.
Oh, that's a sick one.
That's
That was sick.
cruel.
Was my head blocking
That's
this?
cruel.
Yeah, I like the one on the
Golden
left
goodbye.
about traveling 11 hours to be here. That's a nice sign.
That was a good sign.
Right, a little more toxic.
That was actually a sick sign.
Just a smidge. They're not out yet, though. There's no need for goodbyes. They win their game next week, and BBL beat Foot, which I'd say, of all the times they've played, this is where they're most likely to. BBL look better than ever. Foot look a little shaky.
What is it? Someone
It's
maybe
definitely not
clip it
over
from the
by
mainstream.
Talon, but it is in question.
My head's not on it.
These two teams, this map's certainly not over, as we're 1 round away from
Wish we could have seen it.
equalizing. With Team Liquid,
It was good,
making a
dude.
great round in the previous. Camo and Kiko firing on all cylinders.
Look at the
One
ults
away.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. One away
Too much
from
work.
Orbital
Someone's got it.
Strike and
I
Viper's
believe in
Pit.
someone.
Trax and Camo have theirs primed and ready to go, and it's not exactly
Well,
the
you
same
tell us it won't do
flavor
it justice,
on the
man.
Fnatic side. Some are close,
It won't do it justice.
It will be
I
quite a
promise you.
battle to get those orbs. Team Liquid with the safety nets.
Oh, showstopper. It's going to go through. They've all escaped. It's at least going to reclaim some ground, and it does almost.
Yeah, it gives them the info they push deep towards long to get that as well. So they go back and re-clear this, or are they just happy to go into a 3-person stack? Happy to go into a 3-person stack because they got showers control. I mean, these two on short here have to actually kill like 2. There's one. Big bait. Oh, there's the 2, man. There's the 3. They played so well together, these two.
Yeah, it certainly is. Boaster's looking to save. Oh, no, he's not. He's looking to punish.
Oh, they are gonna hunt this. They heard the op.
Team Liquid will not let him live.
Very, very nice. And they bought heavy armors, right? So they actually have one person that can't buy.
Team Liquid having answers for every question mark thrown up for Fnatic. And the best part is, Tom, they didn't even use their full inventory of ultimates in that one. You mentioned Kiko getting his kills, finding that orbital strike. They have the Viper's Pit. They had the Thrash coming into the
I can show you the sign.
All three of those
I'll put it in,
ultimates are still online.
put it smaller so you guys can see it.
They've got money,
and now all that is left is
with those in this all-important.
How do we do this?
I love that round in general, though, because
let's
I
move my
feel
head.
like Liquid had everything set up. Like, they knew what was going to happen. They
it's
had
good.
the two players contacting over on long. So their goal was, okay,
it was a
the second
classic.
we see anyone, we use the showstopper. And then once we take all that space, either they have to fight us, which takes a lot of time, we can rotate players over, or they do exactly what they did and they retreat. And then they fall back into that bait and switch setup. And Trex played it perfectly.
Playing that was actually a banger.
Look at me, I've gone back into lamp.
Could have given full respect for that one.
Everybody else forgets that corner could still have a player in it. Just smart stuff from Liquid that gives them a relatively easy round. And as we've said a million times, if you put someone like Kiko in a position where people aren't looking at him, they are dead.
Hell, half the time if they're in a position where they are looking at him.
That's also true.
Even the round before, you saw it. He came back in, 3 quick pickups. The round was done. That's 1-7 in matches against Fnatic. But he's 74 versus
Okay, they accept the eco.
I'll be honest with you.
A lot of ults for Liquid, and they want to change it up. They go for a full pass and push, smoke down deep, flash through, double flash. And then, I mean, Fnatic are in a good spot to speed up over towards showers. They just won't have spike.
We'll have to ask.
Not for Nazis, no.
Well, maybe in the IGL department he is.
Sure.
Not in the head-to-head duels. Deep push. Again, we see the same tactic. The flashes coming out of the smokes for Team Liquid. They immediately fall back. That space was not being fought for by Fnatic, though. They are playing this.
Yeah, they got to go back and re-clear this, though. A lot of ults on this. Kayak, freebie over towards showers.
There. Nightfall online and a lot close.
It does look like Liquid have a good read on how Boaster would like to call this round. Like, he will always go back and re-clear this. I mean, like most teams will, but like, he's pretty much 100% going to be doing it.
Taking a few risks here and there, but I think they know with a Nightfall and a showstopper, you don't want to allow your opponent to execute.
They're so close to this. There's no way for Camo to survive.
Camo.
He tries the blast pack trick, but they're wise to it.
Does he get out of there? The Astra Suck. Oh, yeah, the Astra Suck wrecked him. He couldn't jump out.
From Alpha here. He's stuck. In comes the orbital strike, but Chronicle finds a kill around it. Panatek falling, puts pressure on Kiko. He's delivered 2 rounds in a row, but this a much bigger task.
No way, the molly nearly took him down.
That snake bite falling puts pressure on him.
Still is pretty big for Nats because the wall's huge here.
Chronicle and Nats both having theirs. But you look at the position of Chronicle, he won't be in a position to counter it. That's a good reaction from Nats. This ult gives them a leg up. It puts the pressure on Fnatic. They now have to fight back into this or risk it on the spams. But the snake bite goes through.
Boaster did great here. Oh, this was lovely though. Stun close, Astra Suck, lock him in towards Hookah. That was awesome.
Some of the dangers from Team Liquid used. Still that Thrash left.
Yeah, this is exactly what Liquid were hoping to avoid by being in more aggressive positions. They didn't want to allow Fnatic to get into those post plants because you can even just see how long.
Dude, look at this guy's aim, man.
He's just waiting until the very last moment, the second they're onto the site, and then what? You know that that's in position. You know they can't be defusing anymore, so that's where the spams come through. It's just so good at knowing their
really important round. If Liquid lose this, it's pretty much done.
Post-plant scenarios that they're very tough to play against, and that's where I will give credit to Liquid so far in this second half. They have done well to play ahead of it and not allow them to get into those spots.
Yeah, and they tried to here. We saw that B-long push, as you said. We saw them get a little aggressive inside of Hookah, but ultimately that was their downfall with Kayak striking with a great stun.
Dude, Patty again? Is he not just going to get wrecked by the Astra Suck? Oh, fake smoke.
Prowler catches Panatek, that forces him back. Fnatic again, no, they've got that control, but it's not for free.
Big wall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the wall?
Heavy price indeed. Boaster's down to 18 HP.
No, guys, don't tunnel vision like this.
A lot of pressure. He walked back into it. He almost died to that nade. But he's still surviving on 7, so they'll keep their smokes for now.
Yeah, Camo has sent it. Because of that, the advantage has diminished. Armageddon has been used to at least try and force someone into the waiting arms of Chronicle and maybe allow them to get out onto this site, but players are now ahead of that Cosmic Divide. Snakebite.
What a weird round.
In as well. They are starting to run out of time, and that's still here on the cross. It's only going to be the one, though, and that was the low HP Boaster. The Tiger will stun someone up, but getting in onto this is definitely not going to be easy.
15 seconds to plant. One takes the TP.
15 seconds left.
No way, man. Look at the cover.
Has done a good job to hold the line.
How do they lose like this, dude? Alpha's an actual just raid boss, man. He's just running around spinning, just tapping people. I think that's it. I think that's it. They got an eco. The Liquid tunnel vision's so heavy with the official.
But in the end, Chronicle being in that position to cover that plan saved the day, and Alpha's quick reactions on the double sealed the deal.
It was absolute mayhem.
Alpha here, 27 and 10. In this world of chaos that we've seen.
This is such a stupid toast. I like your luck, Captain Cal, but I hate this
the
toast.
Best Tahoe in this stage. Wow.
That's crazy.
What an accolade to have.
To be fair, I
didn't read the last line. I'm sure it wasn't relevant.
I don't think it would matter either way with the way he's playing right now. I think he'd still be the best.
Yeah. I mean, his utility has been great. His ults have been great. His information gathering up there as well. But just him as an individual right now, he is dominant. As I was saying, in this world of chaos, he is the calm, the steady, the safe pair of hands every time they need him. We saw it in the end of the last round. And look where that's left Team Liquid. Weaknesses across the board. It's a dicey investment for them. They've got a rifle on Paddy, but the rest saving up some credits for the next and what could be the last.
Repassing a stronghold on short.
Yeah, I think he's
what guns have they got?
Accolade of
ooh,
highest statistical,
not great.
Sentinel, Duelist, and Initiator. Smoke's coming soon.
That's going to be hard to fit in the trophy.
Sure, why not? Camo, up close. He is being tagged away, though. He hasn't yet been spotted, but he is just taking more and more damage, and eventually, well, he's found Alpha here. Worthy trade.
As if Crashies is sitting in the smoke the whole time during all of that.
The one rifle they started the round with. But once again, you feel like the second this spike is down, it feels like the round's already over.
Dangerous Kiko.
Well, that's a mistake from. Yeah, they don't do that. Didn't they see the judge when they did the?
In the darkness, that's where even a glimmer of hope can shine so bright. The guiding light leads the way, but Kiko is the one to fall, and now Patatek has to recover the one.
So you're telling me that hit the guy's showers?
He found a double, but time is against Paddy. He knows there's a player in the corner. The blast pack used to push him off. And a 3K from Kayak seals 12 in for Fnatic. 3 chances to close out their opponent's map pick.
Yeah, as we said,
he turned it. Yeah, there should at least be a little bit. Should at least be a little bit of a flash there.
A large share of the rounds, and
oh, dude, he's just not even flash for like.
It has been a very different story.
This guy is in smoke going short, bro.
0.1 of a second or something. Okay, 3 goes for it for Fnatic, and they're gonna get some good ults that should make it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's true. The guys in the smoke. It's gotta be frustrating.
The funniest thing is, I think seconds before Crashy had put a Prowler through, and it didn't hit him.
Yeah, he snuck through. I mean, you don't expect him to stand in a snake bite. I'll give him that. But
ults now only really Chronicles. Crashies is close, and for the opposing side, not going to likely have one this round unless Patatek or Kiko are able to get a double. Fnatic's pace is always difficult to play against. You want to deny them in those post plants, but the fact is they are so slow across the map that you're starved of information. Even with the double initiator, but they'll at least have a rough idea where they are right now.
I mean, if they get over towards site, this one's done. Big jaw. No smokes. Might just force out towards B here. Do they still put the ults in? Hold up. Liquid have a chance. Liquid have a chance. Oh, Jesus. Well, there goes the chance. Come on, man.
But getting there is all on the back of Liquid. Kiko, he's been so reliable He'll be needed again, but alongside Camo, it seems like they've got this one under wraps. 12 to 10.
Never doubted it.
They'll get one more round.
It does feel like that, doesn't it? Every single round, there's a moment where it seems like
the flash,
either
yeah, the flash
side
response,
can
nice.
turn it on its head, and a quick double in the mid there made it interesting, but with the full rotation of their squad already in position. And
Nice
a stellar
flash.
start.
Nice flash, Nikita. Good job, boys. Nice bunker.
The difference now goes down to just 2. As I said, the coaches are out.
It is a big win. They got the main ult out of them.
They can only watch.
They're going to have to go up against a Razor, most likely.
Already a little bit of information. I think it's for Fnatic. It lets him know that someone's there, but not a whole lot he can do about it right now.
1 kill for Patty would be...
From Fnatic, but it's going to be the same play as last round. Less
Well,
focused
that.
on long.
It's greedy.
It's
It's greedy, but
that's
he's done it.
where the problem lay. Boaster playing slower outside of bathroom. Maybe just keeping the option open for them. They've now got hookah control. Go back towards long. Put this pressure
Oh boy.
on, draw the rotates. Boaster very slowly eking forward on that angle. I think they might look to TP, but Kayak ain't going to be with them. He's been hard punished.
Annoyingly though for Liquid, Fnatic going down takes away
Minches, hello mate.
just moments ago. Now the
37 mums,
spike
thank you so
starts
much
a
Minches, good to
rotation
see you
back to
dude.
the A side of the
Alpha, no mate, he's farming.
map. There is, however, still Camo here. This could just be a ruse though. I think this could just be sent in to try and sell the idea, but instead it
Nah,
seems
TP
like
gets taken.
they're gonna
Double
continue this
TP now.
push. Now the
2 pass
TP
on
comes
hold.
through, but
Kind of all
I
comes
feel
down
like
to this duel over
Lafayette
towards
has
shore
to
this
be
late,
patient,
because that is the
because
spike.
he can't afford to go down.
Oh, how's he
Boaster's
done
worried
that?
about
Straight through
spam
smoke.
Through the smoke after the game he's had. I'm not surprised, but there's a player on the side who's caught him off. Camo running in deep to take down Crashies, leaves Alpha alone, and I like the idea.
Well,
from
he might get
Fnatic
some
here,
free
but
kills there.
As soon as that drone went through from Alpha here, the read was made. Liquid ran it back with Trex. They had that
Dude,
two-man
Camo, it's
hold.
actually worth dying
Now
here.
time is
Yeah,
gonna
and that's
cost them the
big,
round,
dude.
if not the
Razor.
shot of Camo
Razor
to
for
do it
Razor.
instead. 12 to 11. 1 round left. Overtime could be on the
Reformed,
cards
thanks so
here.
much for the 26 months. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you for that.
Fnatic absolutely sucks.
I'm excited to have 2 new teams in EMEA next year. I mean, yeah, it depends. Depends on the teams, man. I imagine so. Hopefully they're good enough.
A little bit, but that was one where
Stingers? EMEA
it
Stingers?
felt like they had to throw everything in.
Let's see if the practice has paid off.
Alongside the Stingers. The fact is,
They've got-
if they can use the showstopper again.
They have a...
Viper's Pit, this is
They do
still
have
a
an American to
terrifying
teach him.
round, and we know already what they're like.
Is that enough these days?
Of course, you know, that Viper's Pit with these weak weapons, you're always going to expect it to give you the leg up, but with Fnatic having those Seekers, with double Initiator on the other side as well, between the Wingman, the Dizzy, the Guiding Lights, and the Dog, there's so much for Team Liquid to try to push Fnatic out of that ult, or at least find them inside of it, and we've seen how deadly the spams can be in
Bro
this
is
series.
sending this with a Razor.
I don't think it's a guaranteed win.
Razor
And
for Razor,
Fnatic,
they're in the right
they'll need to
position.
get in position first. That's the showstopper to
Oh my
it's
god,
not
though.
damage,
How
but
did
it
that
hasn't
do
taken
no
the down.
damage?
In fact, Camo, he's low. He's down
Wait,
to
he's
1
1
with the
HP
K,
now.
but
What's
still
gone on over
surviving
towards
on the
site?
back of the site for now.
2
It's
HP?
out
What's he
slowly
in?
coming back online, but it's left on 13. The man's lucky to be alive, but without
volley.
that pick, they can't get forward. Down goes Chronicle. No pit to play inside of. No Crashies to get them on site. This is falling apart at the seams for Fnatic. As I see 2 players move towards long,
I mean, they
the
got
idea
a
is to
TP.
There will be something waiting for them on the other side.
There's no safe way out of this at this stage. Trex should have the round
They cut
locked
sound
in,
for a little bit.
and the rest of the players can just wait patiently. He's starting to wonder if maybe they've rotated back in the other direction, but if anything, the Boombot, it's not going to give the game away, actually. It might even put some doubt, but they are not moving. They've seen the utility. Fnatic well placed, and now with 12 seconds left, OT, it looks inevitable. Both
Okay,
of them
lovely.
need one of
Dude,
the
three
clutches of
in a
all
row.
time. It is not going to be happening. We said that this would be a
Not
banger
bad.
of a game, and well, first map OT, it's delivering.
We're proven not to be liars. It's always a good feeling. What a game it has been. Constant adjustments from both sides to try to get this across the line. We move back to the defense for Fnatic.
We
where,
get to Phantom count,
I
that's
think
true.
Alpha here is going to be one hell of a threat to deal
Oh,
with.
it's a
but
good
those
map for it
lurk
as well,
ups from
though.
Nats, We saw towards the end.
We should
of
see
the
quite a
half,
few
have
Phantoms.
So much value where he played through
There's
his
at
own
least going to be
utility,
Nats.
denied the defuse,
That's
and
one.
ultimately allowed the clock to decide how the pendulum swung.
Three.
It's interesting as
Four.
well. I feel like a lot of the time when you go into
Five.
OT,
That's
you
not
get
too
an
bad.
immediate pause. You get someone who wants to
That's not too
throw in
bad.
a strat, throw in some extra little bit of information, but neither of the coaches felt the need to try and talk to their squad in that moment. Maybe a game of pause chicken.
We heard it from Neil yesterday, right? Like, this just means that you're hearing the right things. You don't think the guys need a refresher.
3-person stack,
Fnatic remembering the
and
mistakes from maybe
they
the
had
Boaster goes
no
down early
idea
again,
he was this
and
close, and
Kiko
it's up to
find someone,
Crashies.
he'll dive out, looking for more, but Crashies won't allow that. Eats the flash, but
Oh, Crashies has done so much. Imagine if he got an extra big 1v2. Well, they know where he is. It's very fast from Chronicle.
Before he can link up with Trex. The Trex can now just go the long way around. He's taken the orb.
Whoa.
He's got it.
My Jesus.
And now he'll grab the plant.
He does get ult, which kind of means the Chronicle can't let him get off site for this one.
Very difficult.
No, but this always makes me nervous. He's gone running up.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if
Oh my God.
Chronicle is actually
Oh my
above
God.
the steps. It seems like he's turning back. Just
Oi,
pulls out
big,
his gun,
dude.
but
There
not
was
in
no
time.
hesitation in
It's
that.
almost like he baited him with the
Yeah, there was
idea of
no
Karen,
hesitation.
And then got aggressive at the same time. Well played from Trex. And more importantly, Liquid, after a deficit, they now have a chance to close.
Yeah, that's such a nice play. Obviously, what's going through your mind, he's going to plant, he's going to fall
Exactly.
back.
Yeah, he's gonna
run
play
the clock
official.
down, he's going to use Thrash on me. If I don't hit those shots,
Like the
I'm
pressure
gonna be
official,
stunned, and
basically.
this round will end with a knife kill. But instead, he uses that. That's so smart from Trex. And 13 on the board for Team Liquid. A hard-fought series indeed. It was lights out from Fnatic starting their attack side, and they'll have to recapture that flame moving into this, what could be the last round of Bind.
Trex has been here a lot. He's been catching Boaster a couple of times, so
Good
instead
off
of
angle.
sending the big dog, Alpha, yeah,
Very
it's a
nice,
different
man.
angle. This is much more
Last kill into
aggressive than
first
what
kill.
we've seen
Dude,
from him
Boaster's
so far.
going for
He's
it.
playing back
Big
in this
1v1.
exact spot most of the time. Switches it up and
Okay,
then just
well,
moves
is
back
that
and Boaster
just...
goes, yeah, I remember that one, and immediately dies to the same thing.
Yeah, and they might even be able to
Trex
push out
is
here.
kicking it up a notch in OT.
Might be able to get this orb.
And while Fnatic,
That's official.
they now have to try and fight back from a deficit, and guess what? This man has not left
No?
the showers. He's keeping it clean.
You're playing up against a guy who just won out that last clutch. He's got to have so much
I mean, it's another good
confidence
off angle for
to
him,
play
but
with.
I'm nervous with
Here
how
we
he's
see
playing
on
it.
display for the third time
Yeah,
in the
it could have been
round.
official.
A lot of damage done, and certainly not a death sentence for Liquid. They get the information that the play is still towards A. The smoke goes down, but they cross through with that wall that's now soon to drop. But those players can be safe. The problem is, well, for a moment they were splitting up. And if they were, it would be two
timing.
players
Oh, the
pushing
timing on
the
this
other
is
side.
so weird.
Kayak needs to clear his left when he comes out. He has, but Kiko hits the shot first.
Oi,
anyway.
nice shot, man.
Camo's there
Oi,
as
nice
well,
shot.
and he'll close
Damn.
out the map.
Okay, it was an absolute banger map. From 12-9. 12-9 down.
Okay,
Okay, they actually had to win that. They actually had to win this.